Okie dokie.
Do I have to hit okay?
What does it say? Say something. It's saying something.
This meeting is being live streamed,
Oh,
and then it has a okay down here.
okay. Yep. Do what it tell you to do.
Okay, I did it.
Because okay,
Is
girl.
my sign backwards or?
No, it's right.
Okay, good.
I would have told you. All right, we are live. We should be live. Yes, there we go. All right, world. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to our final episode of the Strands Meet the Designer series for the Sweet Armor Music Festival series. I have with me today the fabulous Rhonda Davis of Plush Funk Designs and Miss Kim Harden of, oh gosh, I just drew a so blank. I'm so sorry.
11:11.
1111 Design Studios. I wanted to say something about the Chosen. I'm like, that's not right. That's the Instagram. Okay, 1111 Design Studios. My bad, you guys. This Miss Kimberly Harden, fabulous macrame designer of 1111 Design Studios, and Miss Rhonda Davis is a crochet designer like me. So thank you, ladies, for coming. I'm happy to see you again here, and I'm be delighted to see y'all next week at Sweet Arbor Music Festival. How are you today?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Great, thank you.
Yes, of course. You're welcome. Thank you for being had. Be had. Okay, so let's get this started. Miss Rhonda, oh, you over there working, I see, huh?
Yes.
I see the spindle moving.
Mhm.
Okay, so can you give our audience a little bit of background about yourself? Tell us who you are, how long you've been crocheting, and what you do when you're not crocheting.
Okay, I'm Rhonda Davis, and I've been crocheting for decades. Just put it like that. A long time, at least half a century. Um,
Oh
and
wow.
what did you ask me? What do I do, or what do I like to
Yes. Like, what do you do? Like, okay, you can tell us about your brand, and then what do you do when you're not crocheting? Like,
Okay,
who are
sure.
you?
My brand is called Plush Funk, and it is contemporary, modern with a little bit of funk. And I tend to crochet garments, especially I like fine details. I prefer smaller hooks, thinner yarns, and I like different techniques. I like to incorporate different techniques in my work. And I'm inspired by the past, ancient cultures, and the future.
Mm.
And in my spare time, I'm usually working or trying to come up with my next idea, my big thing.
You do what I do, right? Web design.
Not as much, but I do web and graphic design. And then I have like hobbies and things I like to do. I like to work in my yard, my garden, things like that. And I also like to practice my other artistic skills for things like painting.
You got some paintings?
I tend to do more art studies than actually creating paintings, but yes, I can paint, but
Okay.
it's more like something I like to do that's more meditative to calm me down.
Okay. All right. I've always wanted to try to paint. I never make it too much to paint on canvas. I have the stuff, but they don't
Yeah, I
always come
actually went
together.
to art school. I have what, 3, 4 years of art studies.
Oh,
I actually have an
really?
art degree.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Miss Rhonda here is extremely creative, you guys. Like, she's so super talented. I love her work.
Thanks,
She's also
Stacie.
been published in a few magazines as well.
Mhm.
Um, and we will get to that shortly. All right, Miss
Okay.
Kim, tell us about yourself, your brand, and what you do when you're not, is it called macrame?
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I'm Kim Harden. I'm a macrame designer based out of Baltimore, Maryland, and I've been doing this since 2023, self-taught. And I love to sew and upcycle clothing as well when I'm not doing the macrame designs.
Okay. All right, cool. I would
Mhm.
love to see some of your sewing and upcycling work. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I would love to show it to you. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about combining the two?
Yeah, I thought about it, but right now I want to keep each of them in their lanes, in their
Right.
respective lanes.
I don't blame you because things can get a lot
Hmm.
overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah.
So I do not blame you there. Okay, and you said you've only been doing this since 2023?
Yes. Hmm.
You're getting blessed quickly.
Yes. Thank you.
Um, your work is so amazing. I really, really love the creativity in the not just colors, but the way you put your work together is really nice.
Thank you. I
Um,
appreciate that.
it's practical fashion, practical artsy fashion.
Hmm.
Like you could wear it, it's still artsy, it's
Hmm.
fashionable. Yeah, much like Rhonda's work too, I should say too, because her work, I love her work so much.
Hmm.
Okay, all right. So thank you guys for joining Strands again. Rhonda, this will be your what?
I'm not even sure because I skip a few years in between and then come back.
Right.
So I'm
I
not
think it's
sure exactly, but this is my
4.
hmm, either fourth or fifth,
Something like
somewhere around there.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, second one this year because we
yeah.
did Juneteenth.
Right, right, right.
Mhm.
Yes. So yes, we will be at Sweet Auburn Music Festival in downtown Atlanta next Saturday and Sunday. So come see all of us. Um, Miss Kim, I'm trying to get my questions up here, y'all. Um, and this is your first year with Strands, right?
This is the first year with Strands,
I feel like you've been with us forever.
but all of the shows this year, I think I've been in. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like you're part of the family. You've probably been down here a lot lately, huh?
Yes.
Have you ever been to Atlanta this much in a year?
No, no, not as much. And I didn't think I was going to be coming this much, but it's well worth the trip, though.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure. You got some fabulous photos
Thank
on the last trip, and you have another photo shoot coming up with him too, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. On the
so
28th, another photo shoot's going to come up. So.
yeah, Jerry Barnes is a phenomenal photographer.
Yeah.
Work is great. He uses great models and can pick out
Mm-hmm.
really, really, really good talent. So be honored.
I am. I am. It's a really great experience, and I'm learning a lot from the both of you actually.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're
Well, I'm glad
welcome.
you are. I'm glad you
Yeah.
are. That's always been my thing is to try to inspire people and to teach what I know and
Hmm.
share knowledge and so that we could all grow.
Hmm.
Okay, that's really cool. Can you share, Miss Rhonda, both of you, this question goes to both of you, but to Rhonda first. Can you share how you first got started in fiber arts and what drew you into designing fashion with it?
I consider myself to have always been a designer. Even when I was a kid, I was always making, something for myself, something for my dolls, sketching, drawing, those type of things, poring over fashion magazines. I was the kid that would go to the library and come home with the big stacks of magazines and then just hide in my room, and look at all the fashion and everything. Um, as far as actually professionally designing, I would say before that, I was doing like vending and shows and, making things and then selling them over the years. But I guess I got serious about it in around 2007, 2008.
Mhm.
And that was when I first started designing and submitting things to publications. And then from there, that led to my work being in a few different publications and in a few different books also.
Mm.
And then I also started selling for a while I was selling my own patterns on a website that I used to have.
Mhm.
So right now I'm not doing pattern sales. I do have some pattern sales that are still being sold by publishing house. So they sell them, and
Okay.
then I receive royalties from them
Do you want to share
for
that?
that.
Since you
Hmm?
do still make money off that, so do you want to share that?
Oh, yes. I
Please feel
actually
free.
still, I wouldn't say it's a lot because, over time, the royalties tend to go down,
Hmm.
because the work has been out there longer.
Hmm.
But I still receive royalties from work that I did in like 2008 now. So quarterly, I get, my nice little royalties. Mhm.
That's awesome. That's really a good thing because in our craft, it's kind of hard to make that residual income unless you are
Yes.
doing something, like making patterns, or have a book
Yes.
out or something like that. Because I
Mhm.
mean, we got to put in the work in order to sell the work. So it's nice to know
Yes.
that there are some residual income outlets out there for us.
Yeah, there are some options. It's a little bit more competitive, because the work is selected,
Hmm.
by
Hmm.
the publishers. So
Hmm.
it's not like, everybody everyone's work gets accepted. But if your work, if they do decide to purchase your work, you'll get paid initially for the work. And then depending on the contract that you have with them, you can receive royalties.
Okay. All right. I might have to talk to you about that in depth when I see you
Okay.
about how that all works really on the back end too. All right, Miss Kim, same question for you. You said you started in 2023,
3.
and so what drew you into designing? Like what threw you into the whole macrame thing?
Um, Actually, it was after my mother passed. And I never thought about sewing, macrame, or anything like that. Wasn't into fashion or anything, but it was her sewing box that I opened one day and discovered all of this beautiful thread, and I just wanted to share it.
Hmm.
I didn't know how to sew, so I just started stitching, and one thing just led to another. I started upcycling, and then one day I just took a took a chance and started trying to teach myself how to do the macrame, cords and stuff, and it kind of worked out. One thing just led to another, and here
So,
we are.
so you taught yourself, like, did you use YouTube or something as
Yeah,
okay.
YouTube tutorials. Yep,
All right.
yep.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank
you
you.
guys got to see her work. It's really, really amazing. Again, and Kim is at the Chosen 010 on Instagram, so
Yes.
go check it out.
Mhm.
Beautiful work. Um, all right, so Kim, who has been your biggest influence on your creative style?
That's a good question.
They might not have one, but
Yeah, that's a good question.
where do you get your ideas from?
They just kind of pop up as I'm doing them. I never really have anything planned. I don't use patterns. I just kind of start and I just let it make itself pretty much. Whatever works is whatever's working and I keep it going. And I kind of let the piece design itself.
Okay. I can dig that. I
Hmm.
always have a plan. My plans never work out, so I can
That's
dig.
why I don't make the plans anymore because I never stick to them. So I just kind of like just wing it.
Right.
And whatever
Um,
feels good in the moment, that's what I do.
exactly, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. I actually finished a whole entire piece. I'm so proud of myself. And I didn't implement it all the way like I wanted to at first because I
Hmm.
didn't like a piece that I made for it. But what I did do, I liked, and most of it came out exactly how I wanted it to. So
Hmm.
I was happy about that because
Yeah,
normally that
yeah,
don't work.
that's half the battle.
It just goes. All right,
Mhm.
Miss Rhonda, how about you? Who or what has been your biggest influence on your creative style, and where do your ideas come from?
Well, like I said before, I like different time periods and, I get ideas based on that. And when I was designing more for publications, it would be more formal process, a sketch, because sometimes we were required to submit a sketch
Mm.
and or a swatch of the, what we want to make with the yarn.
Hmm.
But now that I do more shows and, independent designing, it, it's more organic, and a lot of times the yarn tells me what it wants to be. So, I may start out thinking it's going to be a certain thing, but it just doesn't end up being that. I was making something for the upcoming show, and I had an idea of a dress. And so I had to structure the dress in my head and how I wanted it to be, but it didn't end up being a dress. I think it's going to be a swimsuit, but if it's not a swimsuit, it'll be a top. Depends on whether I can get the bottom done. But it turned out to be something totally different. And a lot of times, just holding the yarn and, working with the different hooks and trying different stitch patterns, that will
Hmm.
tell me what I intend for it to be. But a lot of times, the way I am now, I'm a lot more loose with it. And I just let it tell me
Hmm.
because, we have the theme, also meshy.
Hmm.
So, I was looking at different styles of mesh, patterns, stitch patterns to create mesh. And the yarn I was working with just wasn't doing that.
Right. It didn't lend well to the mesh.
Well, it wanted to be a different kind of mesh. So it became an organic mesh where I didn't
Mhm.
even count. So it looks very, I don't know,
A free form mesh?
otherworldly. Hmm?
A free form
It's
mesh?
it's 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 kind of free form. It's very organic and otherworldly. It doesn't follow any pattern. It's messy and neat at the same time.
Okay.
I can't wait for you to see it.
Yeah, me
It
either.
sounds
I
like a
can't.
masterpiece,
Yeah, really.
hmm
I can't wait to see that. What's your favorite time period?
Um, Definitely the 70s.
The 70s?
Yeah. I have a few, but 70s is definitely a favorite because um anything, was anything goes.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
there's a lot that was happening during that
Yeah.
time period. There's a lot to pull from for inspiration.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the 40s. I just haven't been able to recreate that in crochet yet because that's a lot of work to do. But
Mhm.
I like the 40s. The women look, I love the dresses of the
Yeah.
1940s.
hmm
You
Just
need to learn how to make inset sleeves.
yeah. And a whole bunch of like long, lengthy layers, not layers, but those dresses were full.
Mhm.
And or yeah, a lot of them were full, and the ones that I'm thinking that I like the best. But yeah, I don't know if I can do that. I think that might just be a period that I love and just adore. I don't know if it's gonna
Mhm.
get anything recreated out of it, but I love the 40s. What about you, Kim? Do you have a favorite time period for fashion?
I would say the 70s.
Okay.
The 70s is my favorite. That's the decade I did most of my growing up in. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 70s was cool, and then the
Mhm.
the 60s as well. I like some of the 60s dresses and stuff.
Mhm.
They were kind of they were starting to do their thing again. Like be more not reveal, I guess more revealing. The
Mhm.
style changed, it seemed, from the 50s to the 60s, like drastically. It started to get more, I guess, loosey goosey
Mhm.
around that time. Um,
Yeah.
but I like that era as well. The
The
70s
70s
is
is when the
cool.
funk came though. Yeah.
Say that
Yes.
again.
Yeah, the 70s is when the funk came.
Yeah, yeah, it did. It did. It did. I grew up in the 70s. I don't
Mhm.
remember my main thing that I remember from the 70s and early 80s is culottes and pedal pushers. That is like the main thing I remember. And then those terry cloth rompers in Dr.
Oh,
Schultz.
okay. Yeah, I remember those. Yeah. Yeah.
So, so that's what marks my 70s for me. I mean, and when I look at it from the outside, I do see all of the, bell bottoms and that
Mm-hmm.
all of that stuff, but I
Yeah.
don't that wasn't emblazoned in my brain back then.
See
It
the
was
afros and the
yeah,
stances, the music.
so it was
Yeah.
Afro
See,
wigs.
yeah.
Yeah.
But see, people also forget that disco started in the 70s. So
Hmm.
you have to think
Yeah.
about those type of fashions too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was when would you say that was? Was that late 70s, early 80s?
Um,
Disco? I say
Yeah.
mid. Wouldn't you
Mid
say?
70s.
Yeah.
Mid 70s?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I like disco too. I do love the disco style.
Mhm.
Those leotards and them
Yeah.
wraparound skirts. Yeah, that was cute.
Hmm.
Super cute.
Soul Train.
Yeah, I like anything that's classic. Like anything that you could take from any era and put it in your current era and still look
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
Some of
Yeah.
that stuff you can't wear at any given point. Like you can't take like cross colors and just throw it in in
Right.
any
Yeah. Yeah.
without looking a little crazy, kind of.
You gotta be
So
real confident to pull that off. Yeah.
It will be back.
it will, for sure. It will definitely
Mhm.
be back. I just wonder when, like when.
When
What
people start wearing it a lot, that's when it's gonna come back.
I wonder who's gonna bring it back. Like,
I guess it'll be you.
hmm?
Now that we're talking about it,
You says we gonna see
it's
it?
gonna be you.
Me?
Yeah. We sitting
I'm
here
not
talking
wearing that.
about
It'll probably be what's the new generation? Gen
Gen
Beta?
Z right now, but I don't
No,
know.
it's Gen Alpha.
Oh yeah,
what?
Gen Alpha. That's right.
Mhm.
Gen
So
Alpha. Yep.
so maybe them or the next one after that.
Yeah, probably
So
Gen
the
Alpha.
mhm.
Yeah, because
Mm.
yeah, probably. I can see that. That's gonna be so weird to see that all over again. Yeah. Anyway, okay, ladies, sorry about that. It was still fashion, so it was related.
Yeah.
Um, what does being part of Strands Fiber Arts Fashion mean to you personally and professionally, Miss Rhonda?
Personally, it is being part of a movement that you created, showcasing, starting out specifically showcasing crochet designers because, we weren't getting all the love and, just putting crochet on the forefront, expanding it to now include other fiber artists and just, celebrating what can be done with fiber. Hey, look, this is what can be done. It's not just this one thing, it's not just that one thing. Professionally, definitely being able to be part of I guess we'll call it, what are we, a collective?
Yeah.
Being
Mhm.
able to vend together, set up
Hmm.
together, support each other,
Hmm.
um, showcase our designs, whether it's a big show, a mini show, or whatever, giving each other tips, pointers, resources.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are the things for sure.
Yep. Good to hear you say that. I agree. I agree. Miss Kim, since you just got here, what do you think so far?
Um, I see it personally as a huge achievement. That's what I see. A really big opportunity that you presented that I was able to, take it and run with and just be a part of a group that we understand each other, we get each
Mhm.
other, like-minded people get together and all the creative force that that's in the room when we get together. It's just crazy, right? It's just
Right.
crazy. We teach each other,
Hmm.
and I learn from every single person that I come in contact
Hmm.
with during our shows and all of our interactions. And plus, on a professional side, you made me step up
Hmm.
and do things that I didn't think that I was ready to do. Right.
Hmm.
And it's just like they say, iron sharpens iron. So that pressure, like, wow, in order to participate, I have to do XYZ.
Right.
I've gotten better with my time. I've become faster. I've learned so many things just in having to create so many different designs. And you learn from each one.
Mm-hmm.
And you take from what you take what you learn and you move it forward to each design and you challenge yourself to be better and better. So that's what it's done for me.
Exactly. It does. It does do that. I'm glad that this platform helps you guys do better. Like it,
Hmm.
it it pushes us all to be better in whatever ways we need.
Hmm.
So I'm so glad to hear you say that because sometimes all we need is that nudge, um,
Hmm.
and the
Yeah.
support just to know that we can do something.
Hmm.
Most of the times it's just our own, like I've said before, our biggest ops is our own mind most of the
Yeah.
time. So
Exactly.
it's just nice to be able to know that you can see someone else do it and you have the support um, and
Hmm.
encouragement to do it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of
Yes.
sense. Yes.
Okay,
Hmm.
cool. Well, I'm again, I love my Strands crew, especially my returners.
We love you
Y'all,
back, girl. We love you back.
y'all are fam.
Thank you, Stacie.
And we got
You're awesome.
oh, thank you. We got two engagements out of the group too recently. Oni. And then I just saw that Miss Flavor Crochet got engaged, I think yesterday.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
So
congratulations,
shout out
girl.
to Neen. Congratulations on your upcoming nuptials
Yes, that's
and
beautiful.
engagement. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. I love
That's beautiful.
love and I love to
Hmm.
see it flourish. So shouts out to them.
Yeah.
Um, okay, how do you balance tradition in crochet or macrame with modern fashion trends in your work? Who wants to take that first? Or do you even balance modern or
I don't
tradition?
balance. I don't. Mm-mm. I never know what the fashion was before.
Right,
Like what were you doing before? I don't know.
right.
I just come in doing what feels right to me. So I kind of like don't balance. It's not for everybody, but
Mhm.
Right.
the people that feel it.
Right, exactly.
So,
All right.
Yeah, I'll say my fashion is me. So, you know, that it's going to be a reflection of me, how, who I am at the time I create that piece.
mhm,
So it's not going to be trendy. Um, I know that a lot of people want a bucket hat or a bubble skirt or, whatever happens to be trendy right now, which is cool,
mhm.
but I'm not that type of crocheter
Right.
designer. Yeah.
Right. I throw an exorbitant price on stuff that's trendy. Like, I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why I'm that way. I don't know. Like I said, I guess because I know in trendy stuff just looks maybe in the event that it does look cool at that time, because sometimes that teeter totters on whether it actually does or not. It just
Mm.
doesn't look good when you take it up out of that time. So it's like I don't want to waste my time on that. I
Right.
want my pieces to be something that you can grab 20 years from now,
And it
20
still
years
look good.
before,
Yeah.
and it still look good. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you
Agreed.
also want someone to be able to say it's a Stacy piece and it
Mm-hmm.
look like every other piece coming and going.
Correct.
Because for some trendy things, a lot of people want it to look like the trend. So
Hmm.
that means that they all look the same no matter who made them.
Right.
I can't
Right.
do the same piece though.
Hmm.
Even if I tried, I can't recreate anything that I've done in the past.
Yeah,
Hmm.
me either.
Something's going to be different about it. It might look similar, but something's going to be different.
Yeah. All my work,
Yeah.
I guess it's all unique.
Mm-hmm.
I have that rainbow dress. I think I wore it at Juneteenth. And that's a very popular dress. And when people see me, they're like, I want that rainbow dress. And I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
I already got one. Like, I'm not sure how you gonna get another one. I guess I can change the stitch pattern up a little bit, but yeah, I'm like I already made that.
Yeah, yeah.
but but I know I can't always I have to overcome that myself, because people do like your stuff and you got to sell it to them sometimes. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and sometimes you like that piece so much that you may have to make another one because you want to keep it,
Yeah,
but someone wants one. So, you don't want to sell the one you have.
right. It's like, yeah, this is mine. I'm not giving it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, what challenges have you faced as fiber artists and how have you overcome them, Rhonda?
Oh, I don't want to say the same thing I said before in the other interview videos. So
I mean, we
I
got
think
new
my
we got
challenges now are personal challenges.
okay.
So before it was more industry related challenges, but now it's more personal challenges. For me, I am in the stage of life where I have elderly parent and things like that. So
Hmm.
there are a lot of challenges with my time,
Hmm.
um, with that, and then also just my time with me. I'm in a phase now where I require more time for myself, and I require me to spend more time caring for myself, whether that's just taking a nap or just contemplating my navel, whatever it is. But I need more, to pour into me right
Hmm.
now. So balancing that with crochet, also there's a challenge where if I connect crochet with um, say like a show or whatever, making sure that it does not start to feel like work.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
if it starts to feel like, I have this mandatory deadline, it's a task, it's a job, then I fall out of love with it and I don't
Hmm.
want to do it. So there have been periods of time where it just felt more like work and I just took a break and didn't do any. And I also find that my creativity tends to dry up if I don't pour into myself, if I don't do my meditations, if I don't take time for, me like I should. So my challenge is making sure that I give to myself what I need so that my work reflects that.
That is so very valid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very valid. I want to expound on that. But Kim, how about you? What challenges have you faced and how have you overcome them?
Um, with this macrame journey, comparison,
Hmm.
learning not to seek any type of outside validation regarding how my designs may look.
Hmm.
um, Only designing them for me,
Hmm.
right? And what I look, and not comparing myself to other people who may have more talent or may have been doing it longer, because you just stress yourself out.
Hmm.
And that comparison is what eats up my creativity. I notice that when I stay away from social media, and just kind of ground myself, and use macrame as my, like, kind of like a conduit between me and God, and we just talk,
Hmm.
and he helps me design. I think my designs are good, and he laughs at me. He's like, "No, I got something better. Try this," and that's what I do. That's how I connect. So, other than that, I haven't really had any other challenges. I still find it fun, and that's still all I want to do. I don't want to do anything else except design right now, you know?
Right.
I love
Okay.
that.
Comparison, I think there's a saying, comparison is the thief of joy. Is
Mm-hmm.
that a saying? And it so very much is.
Mm-hmm.
Like we steal our own joy by comparing ourselves to other people, and then people turning around looking at you like, oh, it's like, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here wasting my time worried about, it's just
Mm-hmm.
silly all the way
Mm-hmm.
around, right?
Yep.
It's a
Yep.
waste of time. It's silly. And it's just it's just silly. Like,
Mhm.
why
Like
do we
your
do this?
journey is your journey, my
Right.
journey is my journey. And like let's just support each other and just have fun with it. Like once it kind of veers away from that,
Hmm.
then it's not worth doing
Right.
anymore,
Yes.
That yeah, I feel you 100% on that. I don't and I don't compare myself anymore. I think I did
Mhm.
earlier
Mhm.
in the beginning, but I don't anymore. I just, like you said, I just design for myself. I just create what
Mhm.
I want to create,
Mhm.
and it is what it is. And
Mhm.
those pieces are usually the ones that y'all be
The
like,
best
"Oh
ones.
my
Yep.
God." And it's
Mhm.
like, "Oh, for real?
Yep.
Okay."
Yeah,
Yep.
it's so much more freeing when you just let it go, let that go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
just do you. Like, seriously, just do
Mhm.
you.
Mhm.
Like, I wish I had really understood and it could embody these lessons like 20, 30 years ago, you know?
Yes.
I think life might
Yeah.
have been a little easier, but maybe that's just
Yeah,
part of the
that
whole
wasn't.
journey.
Yeah, that's not part of the plan. That's.
And then you try to impart this upon the ones behind us, and they just looking at you like,
They don't want to listen.
whatever.
Hmm.
Yes.
They don't want to listen.
Until they get to this point and they're
Yeah.
like, I wish I had a listened.
Hmm.
Well, at
Well,
least
now
we
I
put
know
it
what you're
out there
talking
into the
about. Yeah.
ether. We
Right.
put it out there into the ether. It's there. So it's
Yes.
Hmm.
available for them when they find it. If they stumble
Hmm.
upon it, it's there. We didn't have anything to stumble upon.
No, we
We
didn't.
didn't. That's true.
We
Yeah,
didn't.
that's
We
true.
didn't. But oh yeah. Yeah. So um comparison, yeah, I just don't do that anymore at all. And then time for self, like you said, Rhonda, like,
Hmm.
like, do I feel guilty about wanting to take this nap and just putting this down and just not doing
Yes.
anything, you know? So
Hmm.
like overcoming the guilt from that.
Hmm.
I think I'm still struggling with that a little bit because I don't like to be unproductive.
Right.
I don't like being idle, which
Hmm.
which probably is a problem in and of itself. But I don't like to be idle. So then I do feel bad when I'm not doing anything. But at the same time, it's like I needed that, I needed to just
Hmm.
shut down
Mhm.
completely.
Live a little longer. You'll get past that. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think something we miss when we talk about we need rest is the fact that rest is part of the word restoration
Hmm.
and restore. And when we do rest, that's what we're doing is restoring our bodies physically, spiritually, and mentally.
Hmm.
So I'm overcoming the guilt of quote unquote rest
Yeah.
and doing for self. Um, having still that, never mind, I'm not even gonna talk about that. But anyway, so
Mhm.
I would say that those aren't those are challenges I agree with you both on and how to overcome them. So
Yeah. Yeah.
um and then also just wanting to part my time with what I also do, which is coding. I love to code. So
Hmm.
I love to code as much as I love to crochet. And unfortunately, it's not something I can do both of in a day because
Mm.
I don't know what it is, but it seems like it uses two different parts of me.
Of your brain. Yeah.
Maybe so. I don't
Hmm.
know. It's like if I'm in code mode, I'm in code mode. I can't even really pick up a hook and
Hmm.
do anything. So I'm trying to overcome that so I can be a little bit more productive, which then goes into the cycle about, well, just rest. It's just
Yes.
anyway. All right. So do you have any advice you would like to give to emerging designers who want to bring fiber arts into fashion? Rhonda?
The same thing I always say, just get started. Just
Mm,
get started. I think what Kimberly said about comparison, just you don't even worry about comparison. Your first one is your worst one, your next one is your best one at that time, and just keep going forward. You're only going to get better the more you do it. As long as you love it, just keep at it, pour into it. There are tons and tons of resources out here now. So, I'm also pretty much self-taught. I learned from my mom as a child, and then everything else I learned after the basic stitches I taught myself. But now, there are classes everywhere. They're online, in person, uh, a lot more books and reading material. So no matter what type of fiber art someone may want to get into, there are a lot of resources. Just give it a try. If you don't know which one you like, take time to try, different ones and see which one resonates with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kim?
I would say just do what you love. And the more you do it, the more the love is going to shine through in your work. Um, be patient with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Um, be very gracious and celebrate every little win, no matter how small it is.
Yes. That's gratitude, right? Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That will expand you
Yep. Yep.
quickly. And
Mm-hmm.
you are an example of that.
Thank you.
Um, we already kind of touched on this, but I'm going to see if you guys have more to elaborate on it. Collaboration is a big part of Strands. So, how has working alongside other designers impacted or inspired your process?
Mhm.
Do you want to talk about that anymore?
Mhm.
Go for it.
I would say I really, really um, have a huge appreciation for all the other designers that I've come in contact with because you just learn so much just in regular conversation, just in little side notes that one designer might give another,
Mm-hmm.
just in watching how they present their work.
Mm-hmm.
You can learn so much. So I appreciate that. Dropping the little nuggets to
Mhm.
let me know, hey, you don't only have to do this, you can also do this. It's a whole lot of different avenues out here, just like Rhonda was saying with the patterns and everything. It's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things that you can do to make money from this craft. So
Yeah.
working with these designers, I mean, it's been heaven sent. Like, yeah, it's been really cool.
It's been divine, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Miss Rhonda, would you like to elaborate?
Yeah. Regarding the collaboration, I would say, especially when, we're in the middle of a show or an event and we're in the trenches, especially like the last one we did,
Mhm.
Juneteenth, where we got drenched and soaked and burned and, repeatedly throughout the same day over and over and over again. Um, just the support that everybody had for each other, making sure that each other's, you know, work didn't get ruined, helping each other to set up and display when we're doing like the big show and we're behind the scenes. Different people, Oni, I love Oni. She is always like, so helpful. And then, people allowing each other to borrow things that we have, or, even just saying, well, that what you have right there, I have something that will look good with that, or do you need a bottom for that? Or
Mhm.
things like that. Even the models pitch in, on these type of things, helping each other get dressed or, helping to make sure that everything is, tied up in the back or whatever, and people aren't going out, you know, completely naked. Our models like to be as close to naked as possible. Sometimes, they love to be naked, but at least they're not
Mhm.
completely naked out there.
Okay. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, as far as
Okay.
collaboration,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yep. I and I'll say this every time. I love our sisterhood. I love everything about working with other designers. I love the fact that we break the um not stereotype or just the thought of people can't come together.
Right.
We break that. We break we break the notion of of jealousy, competition. We break all of that,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't exist in our world amongst
Mm-mm.
each other. And I love that.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest loves I have for strands is because we break all of those barriers and attitudes and thoughts. I think some people actually come in thinking that they have to feel a certain type of way, and all of that. And I'm glad when they do come in and see like, oh wow,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
this is cool,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
that makes me feel really good. Um, because yeah, I always just want to treat people how I would want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that shows in dealing with everybody involved with strands, um, from the designers, the models, just everybody. And I love y'all. I don't know what else to
Love you
say
too. Yeah.
about that.
Thank you,
Um,
Stacie.
would you like to tell us quickly about the pieces you're showcasing and at the festival? And I know what inspired them because it's oh so meshy, but
Mhm.
if anything else inspired them, please tell us. Either one, take it away. Who wants to go?
I still don't know what I'm featuring. As far as new, it's like what gets completed between
Hmm.
now and next week. As far as what I already have, um, I do have some pieces in mind. I have a couple of pieces I consider my showcase
Hmm.
pieces that I like to have in every show. So definitely those, but then also remixing some things
Hmm.
where, showing them in a different way so that it's not the same every time. I like
Right.
to do that. Like in one show, it may be a skirt, and then in the next show, that skirt might be a top,
Hmm.
different things like that, showing different ways that pieces can be worn and combining them in different
Hmm.
configurations.
Right. I'm trying to figure out how to implement that in a show one year, where we could take one piece and then show how many different ways it can go.
Mm.
I'm not sure how we can pull that off yet. It's still a thought in my head, but a lot of us have convertible pieces like that. So
Yeah.
it would be
Mhm.
nice to be able to display that on the runway.
Yeah.
Um, Miss
Hmm.
Kim, what about you? Tell us about the pieces you're showcasing and what inspired them.
The new pieces that I'm going to be showcasing, and pretty much all of my pieces, are inspired by, and I guess this is also an answer to a previous question too. Um, I love ancient Africa, Egyptian and Greek mythology.
Mhm.
And so a lot of my pieces are inspired by like the land of Kush type
Mhm.
things.
Okay, I
Yeah,
see
like
it.
that Empress energy. Like
Hmm.
Hmm.
that's what
Okay,
I like.
I see that. All right.
Mhm.
Can't wait to see some more macrame
It's
on
coming.
the runway. Okay, let's see. We only have a few minutes left. Looking ahead, where do you see your brand and creative journey in the next few years? Kim.
Looking ahead in the next few years, I would like to own my own boutique.
Mhm.
I would like to be exclusive, only taking like maybe about 6 to 8 clients a year. And yeah, that's what I see.
All right, that sounds doable.
Hmm.
Very, very doable. All right. Miss Rhonda.
I want to continue with doing shows and building on my collection. I definitely want to get to the point where I have a lot more pieces, but an end goal, sort of similar to what Kim said, definitely wanting to have my own private clients. I want to crochet more for private clients who appreciate value and also appreciate quality construction and attention to fine details and understand the value of receiving a garment like that created exclusively for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like a $5 sign kind of thing.
Say again?
It's like a $5 sign type situation, right?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. If I'm going to take a month to make a garment, why not?
Right, exactly.
Mhm. Mhm.
True. Um, yeah, I hope to have strands keep going. And my goal is really, and I don't know why I haven't pressed on this, I want to see my stuff on film and TV. I just want
Oh
to lease
yeah.
to a wardrobe company because I
That would
want
be
my stuff
nice.
back.
Mhm.
So that's what I want is TV and film.
That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one right there.
Yeah,
And don't
that's how I.
forget on stage also.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, matter of fact, okay. I just realized something. Okay.
Yeah, you have that connection.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, and I'm co-president of the Tri-Cities Choral Booster Club. So, yay.
Oh goodness. Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So
Yes.
maybe I can throw them in some crochet. No. Do something. So,
Mhm.
thank
Why
you.
not? I mean, maybe like banner or something that they hang around,
Their neck.
draped down or something in a pattern where they all have the same color or something.
Uh-huh. Yeah, each one of y'all can
Like
help
a
me make
sash.
one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Well,
this is
mine will have
Rhonda's
bling on
stash.
it if I make one.
You have what?
Mine will have bling on it if I make it.
Right, exactly, of course. Everybody's had their own little special
Mhm.
sash. We can sponsor a singer and make them a sash. Learn all about them and then, make one for them. That might be an idea. Um hmm, let's see how that can work out into a fundraiser because that's what I have to worry about now, fundraising. So we'll
Hmm.
see.
Mm.
All right, ladies. Again, I appreciate you coming on and I appreciate you being part of Strands. I can't wait to see you next weekend.
Yeah, next
Yeah,
Um,
weekend.
I'm excited.
Me
yes, we will
too.
have fun. The weather's always good at the Sweet Arbor Music Festival. I can't say about the day before usually, but that weekend is usually fabulous. Last year was crazy.
Mm.
Um, but it worked out. It was beautiful. Like I was really concerned last year. Like, are we gonna get it? It was like Juneteenth
Oh
the
Oh,
day
no.
before
okay, okay.
last year, but that weekend was just gorgeous. So I'm sure we'll get the same thing again this year.
Yes.
Um, so everyone come out to the Sweet Harbor Music Festival. We will be on stage throughout the day from 2 to 6 and from 1:30 to 6:30 on Sunday. So just come out, come to the Hooker Lane booth, come meet the designers in person, come say hi, come, just get to know us and
Mhm.
be prepared for the show. Ladies, can you please tell the world where they can get a hold of you, reach you, see your stuff, and all that jazz? Miss Rhonda.
Yes. Plushfunk.com with a PH instead of an F, although the F will get you there too.
Okay, good,
And
smart.
also Plush Funk on Instagram.
Okay, yep. Their Instagrams are right there on the screen.
Mhm.
Anything else? TikTok and Facebook and all that stuff?
I'm not TikToking. I'm Plush Funk also on Facebook, I think.
I
I
think
can't remember.
so. Yeah, I
Mhm.
can't either. I think you are though. Okay. Too many to keep up. Too many to keep up. Miss
Yes.
Kim, same.
On Facebook, you can find me under my name, Kim Harden. Instagram, The Chosen One, The Chosen 010. And
Mm-hmm.
then TikTok is The Chosen One 0701.
0701. Okay, right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, ladies, again, thank you so much. Get back to work. I got some work to finish up my doghouse.
Yeah.
So, Lordy. I got about 5 whips over there with strings hanging. So,
I know the feeling. I got the
and I
same
was
thing, man.
I was like, wait, that's next weekend.
Right.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
So I will be weaving in ends all week and attempting to finish some of Whips Up.
Mhm.
And I hope you guys will be doing the same. What day are you coming in, Kim?
I will be there the 26th,
That is Friday.
Friday. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. All right, ladies. I will be in touch with you in our group and take care. Have a fabulous Sunday. Happy
Thank you, you
cooking and
too.
happy knotting.
Yeah,
Being the naughty
thank
girl.
you. All right, see you, Rhonda.
Okay, bye,
All
Kim. Thank you,
right,
I
bye.
will.
Stacie.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.